Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to our final episode of the year, Daniel. My name is Mark. I've just said his name. That's Daniel.
Yep.
And yeah, how's it going, man?
It's good. And you say our final episode of the year. Haven't we only done like 4?
Yeah, it was the final
It's not
one of
that
the
many,
year,
but it is the final one.
It's the
Okay.
last one we're doing.
I'll give you that. I'll give you
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I'm all right. I'm
Yeah.
feeling a bit sick, so if we cut out at any point, it's because I've ran to be sick.
He's all right. He's all right.
We're
You'll be all right. You'll be fine. It's a mental thing. But yeah, man, what's going on? How's your week been? Leading up to Christmas, your favourite time of the year?
Oh, you know me, mate. I love it.
I
I
just
love
love
it.
bringing it up.
I've put out reindeers.
Yeah. Written to Santa.
I wrote to Santa a long
Yeah,
time
a
ago.
couple times.
I asked him to cancel Christmas.
Yeah. I
Um,
don't think he's going to bring that wish for you, unfortunately.
And he has disagreed, unfortunately. So I wanted to start this episode, which is quite difficult actually, because the World Cup is still ongoing.
It is 2-2 currently, Argentina, France, and it's 6 minutes into extra time.
It
So
sure
it's
is. So
mm,
we made some predictions,
yes, we did.
and I'm not gonna show you, Mark. I'm keeping this top secret. So let's go through Mark's sheet.
Yep.
Now we're not going to go full in depth into this because I've got a lot of things I want to cover today.
Yeah, of course.
But so we had to pick 16 teams to go through in the group stages.
That is true.
Mark, can you make a guess of how many teams you guessed correctly?
2.
But also in place. So I've done them as first and second.
Oh, okay, right. Oh God, no, I didn't guess a lot. I don't think. I think 2.
You got 6.
Oh, did I?
You got 6.
Oh, all right.
So you don't know.
Who are they? Who are they?
You don't know. Holland,
Yep.
Argentina,
Yeah.
France, Croatia, Brazil, and Portugal.
Okay, I'll take
You got
that.
them all correct.
I'll take that. What about you?
Um,
Oh no, don't. You're speaking through my one
We'll
first.
do
Go on.
yours first.
Yep.
And then the knockout stages. So this is where it got complicated on how I was trying to work it out,
Right.
because you got most of the teams wrong. So it was like, what I'd done is, if you had a team that I'd basically like guess the result basically, and if you got it right, you got it right.
Mm.
It's weird. I don't know how I worked out, but I did.
Okay.
So there's 16 games,
Mm.
not including the final because it's ongoing.
Yeah.
Oh no, actually no, yours is including the final because
Well, my team's not in it.
yeah, but one team is, which is obviously France.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you might actually get that. So anyway. So out of 16, what do you think?
16. I don't know. 5?
8.
8.
Yes.
I've got to give
8.
myself some credit. What's going
So
on?
that's not including the final. So whatever happens, it could be 9
It could be 9.
because you did guess France would be here.
Well,
They
oh
are
yeah.
here. I've already
would've been
marked it
higher
as
than
no
6, wouldn't
because they were losing 2-0 with 10 minutes to go.
Yeah.
I just thought there's no chance
Yeah,
this isn't going
not a
to
chance.
be right.
Ah.
You also guessed Neymar for 7 goals.
Oh, I don't think he did that.
Neymar got 2.
He got 2, didn't he? Okay,
So,
yeah.
And
Okay.
also you predicted Brazil to win, who
Yeah.
actually went out in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, not the best prediction on my behalf. Let's
So,
say that.
Not the greatest.
No, not the
let's be
greatest.
honest.
Not the greatest. not the greatest.
Yeah, so then we'll move on to mine. So
Yeah.
the group stages.
I feel like you had a more successful sheet.
Oh, actually, so you got 14 out of 32. Depending on the final, it could be 50.
Okay, right.
So I got 11 out of 16 in the group
That's not
stages.
bad,
That is
you
not
know.
bad. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, that's decent.
So I got Holland, Senegal, England, USA. You said Wales. Argentina. I got Mexico wrong. France. I got I've marked Denmark as wrong. I got that right.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
What was that? 12 then?
So 12 then.
Yeah, okay.
Spain. I got Germany wrong. Croatia. I got right. Belgium. I got wrong. I think everyone got that wrong because Morocco.
On
Our
a
team at the
different level.
tournament. Let's be honest.
Yeah, on a different level.
Brazil, Switzerland were correct, and Portugal was correct. I got Ghana wrong. I
Oh, did
was
you?
pushing for Ghana, but Korea got it. So
Okay.
12, I believe that to be.
12, not bad. Not bad.
So the knockout out of 16, I got 10.
Did you?
It depends how France do.
So,
It
yeah.
could be 11. So out of 32,
So
I got 21.
Oh, that's good.
It's not bad. And I must say, the team I've said to win are still in it
Yeah,
currently.
yeah.
And I had Mbappe 6 goals, golden boot. He is currently on 7
Oh, is he?
because he scored twice in this
Oh,
game.
of course he has.
And
yeah,
he
yeah,
is
yeah.
going to win the golden boot if him or Messi do not
So
score again.
regardless to whether
Messi is on 6. So if Messi scores
yeah,
and they win, it's going to be a tie.
yeah, of course.
So I was close.
Mate, that's not a bad prediction. You got
That wasn't
quite a
bad.
few
I-
teams that you've got correct, as well as the golden boot situation. What's happening here? I was offside. Yeah, that's mate. Well done. I mean,
I think I got more right than I got wrong, so I'm happy with that.
yeah, it obviously goes to show who knows more about football out of me and you.
Or who just guessed correctly.
Yeah,
Um,
true.
There is that.
There is that matter. But
So-
I reckon, judging by what's happening now, I reckon.
I've actually left my phone.
Oh,
over
have you?
there.
That's all right. I reckon it was 2-2 still, 11 minutes extra time. I just have a feeling that Argentina will see it over the ledge, mate. I reckon they will.
I think as Argentina, they were 2 up with 10 minutes left and France scored twice. I mean, that's got
Yeah,
to be
I mean,
pretty
It's a
disheartening,
valiant effort, right?
So I think France will do this.
Yeah, push that extra bit more.
So we'll see. I have been writing during the week
Okay.
a lot of things for you. Now, this one I thought about earlier on, but it's nothing long. It's going to take us a minute to get through it.
Yep.
I've applied to do a course.
Right.
Now, that sounds really like, oh my God, that's so good. No, it's 6 to 8 hours long.
Oh, so it's
Right.
easy. Okay.
I'm going to give you 5 guesses to guess what it is, but you also get 5 questions. So you can ask me 5 questions and then you get 5 answers.
Okay.
If you want to do a question and answer, that's up to you.
Okay.
Or you can ask all questions and then have 5
And then
guesses.
have my
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna do one guess first, just because
Okay.
it's just the first thing that came to mind.
You won't get it. If you get it, I'll just
20 quid.
20 quid. If you get it, I'll give you 20 quid.
The course is to be a priest
Is incorrect.
or to marriage people.
Is incorrect.
Okay, that's 2. Is that 2?
I'm going to give you that as 1.
One guess. Thank
I'll
you.
give you that as 1. I'm being kind.
So this 6 to 8 hour course that you're doing,
Yes.
obviously online, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Is this it's a skill, right? That's my question. Is it a skill?
I'm going to say yes.
Oh, so it might
Yes.
a bit iffy about that.
I'm guessing it's a skill. People do it as a professional job.
Oh, people do. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is it? Have we had this conversation before?
No.
We've never had this conversation before.
No.
Right.
And I forgot to add in, if you don't get it, I'm not telling you until I've passed.
You're,
So you won't find out today.
You're mad.
So you have to get it.
Oh my god.
You have to get it.
This profession. Okay.
And I must say, it's not that exciting. But I just wanted to leave it as a something.
No, but now that you
Now
said that,
you're in.
there's a potential that I will never know until you pass.
I agree.
Damn it.
Well,
Okay.
it'll
right.
only be next week. But I won't tell you till the next podcast, though.
Okay. Yeah. Right. Well, next year.
Which is next year. Good
Yeah.
point. But next year is only next week, let's be honest.
Yeah, yeah, true. Oh, Argentina miss. Okay, so right, how many questions I got? I've got 3 more questions, right?
Yes.
Okay, so this course that you're doing, is this to do with potentially like finding a new career?
Yes.
Oh. To do with music?
No. You got one question
Yeah, I got
left.
one fucking question. Okay, right.
I don't think even with one question, you can't get it.
Is this completely different to what? No, that's not my question. Let me rephrase that. I'll take that back.
I'm going to give you 3 more questions.
Okay.
I'm going to be
it's that
kind
obscure.
because it's really hard to
Because
get.
it's Christmas,
Yeah,
mate.
and it. Well, I'm giving you one question. You have your 3 questions.
Right. Go on, Argentina. Oh, bang it.
Oh, that would be
That
amazing.
would have been good, wouldn't it? Okay. Is this something? What you're learning? Is this something that you can do at home?
Yes, but you would generally go out to do it. But you can do it at home.
That says to me it's an outdoor thing. And when you say that you can do it at home, means you can do it in the garden. No? Okay.
No.
No? So what can you do at
Not unless
home?
you're some sort of weirdo.
Well, no, that gardening's not weird.
No, no. Okay, well, when I tell you what it is, when you find out, you'll
Then
understand why
I'll
I said
understand
that.
what you're saying. Okay. Um. Oh, mate, I'm thrown. Is it to do? Is it activity based? Like you have to do something physical rather than like
No. No. Just walking, but not really much walking.
just walking.
Yeah. So it's Argentina just missed.
Oh, what was it?
Um,
Just walking.
just a bit of walking, but not much walking at all, but just a bit of walking.
Is and last question, is the walking part of the course?
No.
That helps me. What?
Zero.
No, not at all. Not at all. Right. Guesses. My guess is this. To be a driving instructor.
No. No. Because how can I do that at home?
No, I know. Well, you can
You probably could, but
probably could sum up
especially with now
some
like
virtual thing.
Teslas, you can make them drive from your house, I suppose.
Yeah, exactly. Got to buy a Tesla first.
Well, there is that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So subscribe to help Daniel buy a Tesla, please.
Yeah, to become a driver.
Yeah, to become a driving instructor. I don't think I'm ever going to get this. Something to do with.
Can't have any more questions.
No, this is my
Oh,
guess.
right,
This is my
okay.
guess. Is it to do with? Is it marketing?
No.
Mate, I have
There is
idea. Can you just give me a clue?
But the bottom, I'm trying to give you a clue that wouldn't give it away.
Is it something? Oh, that's a question. I can't ask a question.
You can't ask questions. I've already given you
all my questions are gone. Mate,
I'm trying to think. So the one thing I can say, right?
yeah, go on.
Actually, this is one thing I was thinking to say to you. Actually, as part of it, is the course, although it is only 6 to 8 hours, means you can work at the highest point in this profession.
What?
Yeah, it's mad weird, and when you find out, you're going to be like, "What the hell?" I think I'm going to tell you today because I don't want to leave you hanging. It's probably not fair.
Mate, it'll drive me up the wall.
It will. You can work at the highest point.
So
it doesn't mean you're going to. It means you
but
can.
you have the access to do that.
Yeah, because you have the qualification. You will then be given a membership card which allows you to.
Oh my god! I don't have no, mate. That is blowing me
Mate,
away.
it is so like you wouldn't even.
Is it?
Think it?
Can I have one more question?
Yeah, go on.
Is it well known? Like this course, like is the?
I don't think the course is well known, but the job would be well known.
What? No, mate, you might have to tell me.
Do you want to know?
I'm never gonna guess this. I honestly.
I am going to take.
Yeah.
And anyone can do this. You can do it.
Yeah.
We can all do it.
Yeah.
Just it costs 200 quid.
Okay.
And you can get it. I'm taking a football scouting course.
Is it?
How mad is that?
That's sick.
So it's 200 quid.
Yeah.
To take
I
the
would
course.
never have
You were
guessed
never
that.
getting it.
I would never have guessed
Mate,
that.
I don't know anyone who would have guessed
Yeah.
it. So it's really simple. You take the course. I think you have to pass the test, I believe. And then you can work for Premiership teams. It doesn't mean you're going to get it. I want to point out.
Yeah.
You still
But
would
you
have
have the access
but
to do that.
That is all you need to be a scout in football.
Wow. I never
That's
knew
it. They've got different courses where you can do like different analysis and all these different things. But you need one. It's a level 2 talent identification or something it's called.
Right.
And that's it.
And I guess, do you know the industry well enough to answer this question? Is that do you have to work your way up the ranks before you get to sort of the top tier?
I think
do you have to start in like
I think so.
Yeah,
I would imagine
that
so.
makes
Yeah.
sense if that was the
unless
case,
you were like an ex-footballer, say.
Oh, then you
You know,
kind of jump the queue a little bit. Yeah,
it's the same as being a look at Frank Lampard and Gerrard. They just jumped into the top jobs.
Oh yeah,
you know?
easily as well. Yeah. Mate, that's sick though. That's wicked.
It's
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm doing it, but it's
No, but why not, man?
I was just searching for things. I was like, oh, what do I want? I want to do something, man. I just want to.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Something new.
Yeah, something new. So that's gonna happen,
Oh.
and I will give you an update as to what
please.
happens when I do it.
Yeah, please let me know, man. Good luck with it as well.
Okay, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
No worries.
I'm going to ask you a much less serious question just because I found this really funny when I heard other people talking about it. Then I've got some serious questions for you.
It's cool. I'm here.
It's just so funny. Would you have sex with an animal, and no one ever knows about it, right?
This is the craziest.
Or never have sex with an animal, but everyone believes you have?
No.
How crazy is that?
That is mental.
And I've seen some crazy answers for this.
Right, my answer. My God.
How hard is that?
Do you know what? If I'm honest, oh no, oh man. But that's my family would believe it.
Your family would believe it.
I could never.
And there's no
do
way
an
you
animal, bro.
could. There's no way you could convince anyone you didn't.
That was it. They would
They
just
believe
believed.
it. They believe you've done it, no matter what you say.
So that would affect work.
Argentina just got that's over. Messi, that's a goal.
Get off. That's me. Wait.
Hold on.
Wait.
It's a goal, I believe. Yeah, goal. His watch is
he gone up?
flashing.
Yeah.
Argentina 3-2 up.
Wow.
Lionel Messi.
And it had to be Messi as well.
Crazy.
Sorry, guys. Bear with us. Bear with us.
That's absolutely
I didn't see that
crazy.
goal.
So currently, as it stands, Argentina are world champions.
Yeah. 3-2, 18 minutes extra time. Mate.
Nice.
Well, Greaves does not look happy.
Unlucky Mbappe. Are they looking at it? I think it's in
Are they
because
looking?
his watch was flashing.
It was
said
flashing,
goal.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it means the ball's over the line.
Are they checking that out then?
Oh, was he offside? Oh no.
No.
He wasn't involved in that play.
No, he's on.
Oh, that's tight.
Oh.
22, whoever that is, that's tight.
Yeah. I reckon that was on, you know. Yeah, no, it's
Martinez.
definitely over. He's just 100% over.
So I think the ball was well over. I think they're looking at the offside. So the
Yeah.
ball was
Oh, it
miles
was
over.
miles over. Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
I think it's given.
yeah, it's
been
given. Done. 3-2.
Okay, nice. Yeah, so anyway,
Yeah, back to the question. So,
So you can do nothing to convince anyone. They always believe
that is
it's happened.
heartbreaking, man. I
No,
could
you
never
don't have to. You don't have to pick an animal. You just say your answer. It's an animal. People can leave it to their own imaginations what they think it is.
My ex was a dog. I could do her again. Can't I?
Oh, shit. Right. Oh my god. I'm not getting involved in any part of it. I said nothing. She was.
No, do you know what? That's crazy because that not only does that affect like family and relationships, etc. It affects jobs. It affects.
Yeah.
I guess it's other people that don't know you that know this as well. It's like a fact that just goes around.
It's just everyone knows it. Yeah.
Fuck that. I feel sick saying it, but I might have to just do up an animal. Oh.
Marks into bestiality
I'm
confirmed.
not into it, Daniel. Don't put the words in.
Mark just
don't put the words in there, bro.
I did. I thought that
But
about you.
everyone knows, and that affects everything. What would you do?
I'd probably have everyone believed I'd done it.
Yeah,
that's because you couldn't do it.
That makes me look like a weirdo.
Yeah, you're weird, mate. Can't believe you even answered that question. I'd have declined.
No, you have to ask it.
Did you see?
No, he's on. Look.
Oh, he's well on actually.
Yeah, he's on. No way can you call that.
So yeah, okay. So Mark's into bestiality. Cool.
You're shut up.
Next question.
Don't you
Let's
dare.
move on.
Don't you fucking dare.
There's the thumbnail. Might be a bit explicit, that one.
Yeah,
there we
might
go.
get demonetized. Well, not that we get monetized anymore.
So
yeah, go on.
This is a little bit more serious, but still, not that crazy yet.
Mm-hmm.
So if Elon Musk, because it's always bloody Elon Musk,
it's always, right? Always.
If he built, did you ever see the Simpsons movie?
Yeah, years ago.
So they built the big dome. They put Springfield in a dome.
Yeah.
They built a dome on Mars, right? And they invite 50 people to go and live on Mars, but you will never return. Your name will go down in history as one of the first 50 people to live on Mars. Would you go?
I don't think I would.
You don't know who it is you're going with either, by the way. It's just 50 random people.
No, I wouldn't.
No?
Straight up, I wouldn't even be interested. I think
you wouldn't even think about it.
Not even think about it, mate. I think for me anyway, I think the world's too beautiful as it is. There's certain areas that, you know.
Okay, let's put a money value on it.
Right.
They would give you 100 million for your family because you wouldn't need money.
Well,
You'd go up there and you wouldn't need it.
Yeah.
There's nothing up there that you can buy. It's all provided for you. So they gave you 100 million, said you can split it out between as many family members as you want.
No, I
Still no?
wouldn't do it. Reason why I wouldn't do it is because I think for me that I can't put like a money value on family in that way. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
Because although I'm giving them this money, I'm
You also know you're
taking
never
myself
gonna see
away
it.
from them, and I know that will probably hurt.
You're
much
kind of
more.
putting a value on your own head, aren't you? Is what
Yeah,
you're saying.
exactly. So I don't think I could do that.
So
I would say a hard no on that one. I think.
I think what we've confirmed today is that Mark's into bestiality and he doesn't care about his family. So you don't want to give your family any money? All right, fair enough.
So this is what it is today.
This is
what
it.
it's to make Mark look as bad as possible.
Pick on Mark Day. This is.
I'm a nice guy.
No, do you know what? I fully agree. Actually, I wouldn't go.
No.
I think if you could return, if they said right 10 years, you can come back.
Yeah.
Maybe why not?
Yeah. Yeah. If they were like,
It's a legacy. I've said to you before, like leaving a legacy. Like most people don't leave anything behind when they die.
not really. Yeah.
You know, so like it would be cool to be in the history books, but if you were never to return, no, to me it's not worth.
I think it's a suicide mission, man. Dan, you're gone.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So if you got any kind of sickness up there, let's say that they had staff.
Yeah.
You had medics.
So they built a society community or where it might be.
And those staff aren't included in the 50 people, right?
Yeah.
But let's just say, I don't know, a team of 10 people, because that's all you'd need. They would help you if you got sick, but ultimately there's only so much they can do. So if you got sick, you are dying. You're going to die regardless, but you're going to die
But you're
even quicker than you would if you went
Yeah,
up.
of course, yeah. No, I wouldn't. I honestly wouldn't. Elon Musk could give me all the money he's got in his bank account, but no, I just still wouldn't do it.
No, fair. That's a fair one.
Yeah.
I think, but I agree with that. Though.
Yeah.
I don't think
Doesn't
I've got
interest
any
you at all?
interest. No.
No.
What about going outer space? So, but just as a general question, if
I would love to have the chance to do that, but I think it scares the life out of me how dangerous space can be.
Yeah.
That shit's scary, man. And even just seeing the rockets go up there and all that sort of shit. Like, what could go wrong? I don't think I wouldn't like to gamble much on that or my life on those things, with the potential outcome of it going wrong.
Okay,
and then when you're up there as well, if it all goes wrong, it's life or death. Like it's
yeah.
That's the gamble you play up there, and I just don't think I'm much of a gambling man to do that. Do you know what I mean?
I think I'd love to go up. You hear that?
He's beatboxing.
I'd like to go up to see the Earth.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Yeah.
I've got no interest in anything else.
Yeah.
But if like I don't know, Richard Branson said, right, a day trip up and down.
Yeah.
And give it to you for nothing. I'd go, I think. So yeah.
What, in a spaceship or like?
Well, yeah, we're not going up on a motorbike, are we? Up on a ramp.
No, you know,
on our push bikes, like, you know what I mean?
Off you go.
How else are we going to get up there?
Electric scooters done. Sometimes they do that. They do a plane thing, don't they?
I love that.
They got a plane that can go a certain amount of that distance in the air.
It
creates that zero gravity sort of effect. It sort of does this arc.
Yeah, no, yeah, whatever. Yeah, rocket, whatever gets you up there, I suppose.
Yeah, magic.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about another one on the same subject? I don't have this written down, but
no.
To the bottom of the sea.
Never.
Yeah, no,
absolutely not.
Never. You couldn't get me to go down there. No.
No way.
I think mainly because of the size of the little submarine thing you go in.
Yeah.
You're literally stuck like this.
Yeah.
And it takes hours to get to the bottom.
Hours.
And you're
it's pitch black. You can't see anything.
And you're free falling as well, by the way. It's just you're dropping.
And imagine you're in that submarine thing, and all of a sudden the glass goes. Just cracks.
It's done.
A little bit.
You're finished. Because I think that the pressure that low, in one little thing, I think you would crash.
Yeah.
I think that's what happens.
Something like that,
like all the
it's so like
But
dense, isn't it?
you'd be dead pretty quickly though.
Oh,
That's the only thing.
I mean, you probably, yeah,
It's probably
you
instant.
wouldn't.
By the way,
Mate,
there is an Mbappe penalty about to happen.
I didn't even see that happen.
Um, I think it might have been a handball.
That is
Mbappe for a hat trick in a World Cup final.
yeah. And to go top goal scorer of the competition.
Yes, as he's currently tied with Messi on 7.
Right, here we go. He's stepping up. Someone's waiting. What's going on?
Martinez is good though. He's a good keeper.
Here he goes. Here he goes. Here he goes.
And he scored.
He's
It is
bottom left.
3-3 with 3 minutes
Mate, this is
to
going
go.
penalties.
I think you're correct. I think this is going to penalties.
Just penalties. It's got written all over it, mate.
This
Well, 3 minutes to go and extra time. Anything can happen, but as it stands,
So
wow.
We will see. Right. So back to the
Yes,
question.
mate. Sorry, mate.
So
Yeah,
yes,
go on.
no, you wouldn't catch me going down there,
No,
friend.
not at all. I think it's fascinating what is down there, but I think because of that
Mm.
reason, I think,
Yeah, I agree.
yeah, I'm not a fan of that anyway.
So I think I'll move to my next question.
Hit me.
So you're an actor, right?
Mm.
I've got some questions around acting for you.
Nice.
So this one is like 2 questions, but it's like 1 answer. Was there any actor that inspired you to act? / where did your love of acting come from?
Wow. Okay.
So it could be
Yeah, it
that
could be
someone
either or,
told
right?
you, so that's why it's
Yeah.
kind of 2 but 1.
So I guess my love for acting came from I did in year 6 the leaving play. I did Bugsy Malone,
Okay.
and I was Bugsy Malone in that.
Yeah.
And I remember having so much fun on stage, just thinking like, this is such a cool experience. This is like I felt it was just a different feeling, I guess, for that age, where I'm 10 years old or whatever it was,
Yeah.
9, 10.
10. 10, 11. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that, isn't it? I felt, yeah, like a euphoric kind of feeling that I'd never had felt before, and I really enjoyed myself. And then I went into secondary school, and then sort of still kept on doing the drama stuff there, and it just forever grew on from there, really. In terms of like actors or actresses that have like been a key component in my passion for acting, I think in my earlier years in the whole acting game anyway, probably would be Denzel Washington. I watched a lot of his films back in the day, and I think his natural ability to tell a story is fascinating. It's engaging. It's unique. There is an argument that he does play the same sort of characters or the same sort of
in a lot of movies.
yeah, which I can understand, but at the same time, if you can naturally tell a story that well, why would you not?
I think if you're that good at something as well, why change something? Why change what you're already
it
good
works,
at,
right?
Yeah, 100%.
People want to see it. So I think if it was changed in any way, oh my god, that was almost in. I think it was if it was changed anyway, I think people would question that.
Yeah,
if I'm honest, as much as people say they want to see a difference, I don't know.
The thing is as well, but he's someone who is at the top, so it has done him no harm by being.
But that speaks for itself, doesn't it?
Yeah.
There's a reason why he's up there. It's because he's fucking good. So, I think for me, yeah, I think he's been a massive like inspiration in terms of how good he is at his craft, and how I want to implement that sort of naturalism in my performances. Yeah, and how I want to sort of strive for that sort of same performance, whether it be as good as him, obviously, who knows? But
yeah, of course, yeah, that makes sense.
I would say that for me, man. But I think that the love of it grew throughout the years when I was much younger, and I remember there was one moment where I did it was GCSE drama, and I think it was year 10.
Okay.
And do you remember Sahil?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, shout out Sahil, man. We did Blood Brothers, and it's a play about some twins that get.
That wasn't year 10.
Was it not year 10?
I think it was year 8. The reason I think it was year 8 is because I was there to see it, and I was gone by year 9.
Oh, well, yeah, okay.
So it was
that must have been year 8 then, wasn't it? I mean, why did I think that was year 10? It's weird, isn't it?
Don't know.
Year 8 then.
But I watched that because I remember like being impressed by the whole thing.
Yeah. Year 8. Wow.
But I was always affected with, which I've said to you before, the I'm too cool for this thing. I was always like, I couldn't be seen to be into that, because I thought I was too cool. But no, I was always, I think you remember, man, I've always said to you, I think you would have smashed it. You know what I mean? I think even seeing that was like It was brilliant.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
funny.
Thank you, mate. It was good.
Yeah.
Um,
But even like Sahil was amazing as well. I
yeah,
don't know. I don't think he went on to do anything with acting. But
not really. No, not that I know of
mm,
anyway. But that moment there, we were rehearsing in one of the drama studios. I think it was like a couple of days before the actual show, and it was this really intense scene about my character finding out that my twin that at this very moment in the scene, I don't know he's my twin yet.
mm.
Oh, it's over. Go on, mate. Argentina. Oh, he had no
He's
legs
lost
there.
the ball, but he's got it back.
Oh,
It's turned
has he
into
gone?
like I was offside.
Ah, he's offside. Yeah, my character doesn't know that we're twins yet, but been he's been involved with something to do with I don't know. There's an argument and a fight of sorts, and I think my character's very jealous of this guy's life. He's taking the misses and all this sort of stuff and whatever, and he goes to basically shoot him down in an act of desperation. And we were rehearsing this scene in the drama studio, and one of the teachers turned around and said, after my monologue, she was like, "Oh, this guy's going to drama school."
Oh
It's
my
true.
God. He's got to score.
Oh my days! No
Oh
way
my
did he miss
goodness.
that.
That would have won them the World
Yeah,
Cup.
100%.
France, that was.
That's bad.
Guys, Argentina are on the attack.
This is it. This
Sorry
is the
for
last
the
attack.
break in
This is
this,
the
but
last
this is-
attack.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
No way.
he
can you
has
do
to
that.
score that.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
That was
Guys,
the
we're
worst
sorry for
header
the
I've ever seen.
constant breaks.
Yeah,
as well,
sorry,
but
guys.
we are watching the World Cup final. This is pretty big.
Damn, that was bad. Anyway,
You have to score from there.
yeah, you have to. This is the way you should have scored France. That is poor.
If they lose on penalties, he is going to kick himself for the rest of his life for that.
100%. So she said, "Oh, this guy's going drama school," and I remember hearing her that. I was like, "Wow, I must be all right then if she's thinking this," or like
Yeah,
And that kind of spurred me on to carry on wanting to enjoy what I was doing and take it further. So, and that I did. So yeah, I'd say that's the answer to that question there, pal. Yeah.
I think because we done The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
You remember? And
I
remember. I think I sent you the whole
You
thing,
did,
didn't I?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I'd found the video recently. I had to have it converted into an MP4
Yeah.
because it was on a video. Who has video
Yeah.
players anymore?
No one. Oh. Yeah.
And I just remember it brought back so much memories because I loved being one of the main characters. I
Yeah.
thought I was the shit.
Yeah.
Like I really loved doing that. But the older I got, the more like, as I said, I thought it was too cool, couldn't
We
do
fell
it.
into
you know?
that. Yeah.
It's not something I want to do now, but as a kid, I did think, oh, I think I could do this, because I loved it.
Yeah.
I thought it was so cool. And I remember messing up like one of my first lines on the day. And it kind of spurred me on to be like, well, you've got to perfect everything now because you've cocked this up. And
Yeah.
You look like an idiot. And I was only like 8,
Yeah.
but I knew like, oh, you've messed this up,
Still had that perfectionist
But I
attitude
loved it from
since
there.
then.
But the Bugsy Malone one that you mentioned, because obviously we went to school together, I was someone who was shot. And that was it.
That was
I
it.
think I walked on stage, bang, you're dead. Bye. That was it. I was like, how the mighty have fallen. I was a scarecrow in the Wizard of Oz, and now I'm some guy who just
Do
gets
they
shot.
not know who I am?
Yeah,
What's
like-
going on here?
I don't know. It's
Fantastic.
it's out of order if you ask me, to be honest.
Yeah, it's disrespectful, Dan. If I'm honest.
I thought I'd made it, mate. I thought it
Yeah.
was the big time. So this is an interesting one
Okay. I'm here
because
for it.
there's a slight twist. If you could replace an actor in any film with
Wow.
yourself, right? What would the movie be? But also, depending on your performance, the movie could be better or worse. So it has to be a movie that you think you would do better than whoever it was. And that's
That's
no
tough.
disrespect to whoever
No,
you're
it's not,
saying you're
yeah.
replacing. It's just if you look at a movie and you see a role that you think, that role's a bit of me. I reckon
Yeah.
I could have done that.
I have an answer to that question. And before I answer that question, this film is incredible. It's one of my favorite of all times. I love it. And I can never take away the performance of the guy that I can't remember his name now, who was the lead in this film. Because I genuinely believe it was such a strong performance and it really made the film what it was. Having said that, I feel like I could bang this role.
Okay.
I smash out the park. Is the film 1917? Have you seen that?
Okay, yeah, seen it.
That was
Yeah,
sort of
yeah.
like one take. Kind of film.
Amazing movie.
Oh, it's incredible. And what I love about it is that because it's made as if it's shot in one take.
In one take. And
which
it's
is,
so cleverly done, though, isn't it?
mate,
My God.
the transitions are
Yeah,
seamless.
so good. Seamless. Yeah.
Seamless, yeah. And I think I've only ever noticed one transition. Like I've gone, oh, that's color grade's different, or that's different.
Okay,
I've gone,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
But apart from that, it is so good. But I would love to have done that role because as an actor
Mm.
within film, you're doing scenes that might be, I don't know, you do a scene for 2 minutes and then you have to do a change and go
Yeah.
again and then do a different angle and then you're doing bits and bobs here and there. But this was a whole scene, a half an hour
Mm.
shot scene that was like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever it
Yeah.
is, that you'd have to do it all in one. If you get it wrong, you have to go straight
You're
back to the beginning and do the whole. And that's not only just you, that's the cameraman, that's
Mm.
the sound guys, making sure they're not in shot, they've got a route to take, all this stuff. That I think for me is just absolutely fascinating, and that's the role that I would take.
Okay, yeah.
And I think
yeah.
I would smash it, but obviously who knows? Man.
Yeah, yeah.
But
No, fine.
I'd love to have given that an absolute go.
I must say though, like I realised the mic's been in my face the whole time. Look, I'm just a microphone. Yeah, that movie was brilliant. I thought it was so good. Like because it was also quite believable. You could almost believe they'd done it in one take.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
and obviously they didn't.
Yeah,
It's a huge movie, but
it's massive.
you'd almost like from just watching it believe did they do this in one day?
Yeah,
You know, so it's really well done.
Yeah, as I said, mate, it's got to be one of my favorite movies. I think it's fantastic. Just to let you know, guys, on the podcast, you obviously have watched this by the time this comes out, but we are watching the penalties now.
Has gone to a penalty shootout.
Yes, stepping up. This is our live reaction.
And I actually think Martinez is the better goalie here.
I think you're right. I think I'd say that.
I think, but I still think France are going to pull this off.
Do you think?
There's just something about them. They've come back 3 times now.
Yeah, it's true.
So Mbappe is walking up first. He has already taken 2 penalties in this game.
Oh, it's one of the other goals of penalty, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is now his 3rd penalty. So how,
wow.
I wonder what is going through his head. Do I go in the same position?
Well, a lot. Here we go, stepping up. What way did he go?
Oh, goal.
And it goes.
Martinez, I thought he had that. I thought he had that.
Yeah. Okay, 1-0.
I think for the sake of this.
Oh, he got a hand on it, though.
He did get a hand on it. We'll just do a live reaction to the penalties.
Yeah. We'll come back. So Messi stepping up for Argentina now. Obviously, guys, you know the result of this, but we obviously do not.
Because we are currently watching it.
Live. Mbappe, full of confidence. Messi, what's going through his head at the moment? This is your last World Cup.
Well, I was thinking this earlier on. So for Messi, if they win this, I feel like that's the perfect time to retire from
100%.
International football.
From international, 100%. He doesn't need to do anything else.
I agree. Oh my God, I thought... He hit that so
that
lightly.
Was so slow.
The keeper almost had enough time to stop what he was doing
and then come back.
He would have felt like such an idiot if that was saved.
That's risky, isn't it?
That is so risky. The ball's on Messi to do that in a World Cup final.
That's confidence, isn't it?
That's crazy.
That's when you know you're at the top of your game. If you can pull something off like that, Jesus Christ.
Well, it's either confidence or arrogance you pick.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
But regardless, it went in.
It went in. Right.
So Coman for France.
There we go. Where's he going? Oh, it's a save.
Martinez is
Come on, mate.
I told you. Martinez is the goalie for penalties, mate.
Sticky for France, mate.
Okay, interesting.
Oh, mate, how would you be feeling in that moment, Dan? You just...
Oh, you just...
Devastated, isn't it?
The problem is, you're kind of letting down your whole country.
Yeah. I'd feel sick.
I don't know how you would feel.
I'd feel sick as.
The problem is, I think you'd feel okay if you win.
Oh yeah.
You'd probably get over it.
If you won,
but if you lose,
you wouldn't mind.
It's like you're gonna. Yeah. Oh God.
Yeah.
So Argentina, step up. Oh my God.
Mate, what? He's still
right down the middle.
This is the calmest penalty takers I've ever seen in my life.
Do you know the reason that I don't want Argentina to win?
Yeah.
Is they have been the most disrespectful team through this whole World Cup.
Would you say, yeah?
Did you not see their celebrations against the Netherlands?
No.
They're so disrespectful, like laughing in their face because they beat them on penalties. And I think it was penalties they beat them on.
Man,
But
I didn't
however they
see
beat them,
that.
they were laughing in their, jumping in their face. Yeah, it was
Oh,
awful.
I might have to YouTube
It was
that.
like there's no sportsmanship there
Not
at all.
What, even after the game as well? Or...
No, it's total disrespect. And one of the Dutch players said something to Messi, was in an interview, and he said something like, shut up, go away, you bum. Or so he was saying something along that line.
Messi said that.
Messi was saying that.
Fucking...
So like, they're really bad sportsmanship
Yeah,
from the Argentines.
I don't want to win now. I want France to win.
Oh, and it's a miss for France.
Oh, mate.
He's put it wide. This has to be game over.
Shit.
This has to be
yeah.
This has to be an Argentina final now, doesn't it?
I reckon you're
this
right.
Goes in and it's practically over, isn't it?
Dragged it wide. Oh, mate.
Oh, Martinez. Can you believe that the first choice goalkeeper for Argentina plays for Aston Villa?
Yeah, I know.
How nuts is that? And Arsenal actually let him go. And I am an Arsenal fan.
Yeah, how do you feel? So this is
So he needs to score.
He needs to score this, yeah,
to put them 3-1 up. Hugo Lloris.
What does he do?
Oh, I feel like he should have saved that.
And he slipped as well.
I need to see that back, but I feel like he should have saved it.
Yeah, I feel like that wasn't the cleanest penalty taken.
No, the penalties from Argentina have been awful, but they've all gone in.
They've all gone in. That's weird, isn't it? Is that a lot?
I want to see this back, the replay. I'm not sure how he didn't save it. I feel like when he watches that back, he will kick himself.
Yeah,
big time.
that's odd.
I know it was low, and it was fairly close to him, but he should have.
He was there.
So this could be it from France. If they miss this penalty,
that's it.
It's finished.
So it's on whoever's who. Do we know who's taking that penalty at the moment?
I haven't seen it.
It's on this guy.
I'm not too up with the players, if I'm honest. But Muani, who came on as a substitute, I think in the 40th minute, he scored.
Down the middle.
Okay.
Certified, right.
Hanging on. Whoever comes in for Argentina now, if they score, it's over.
It's over. They have to score this.
Oof. Good penalty.
Tried it.
What are we at? We're at 3-2, but France have had 4.
Yeah.
This is Argentina's 4.
They have to score this. Here we go. And then we'll get back to the questions. Here we go. Potentially last kick of the game. Sorry for the Spotify listeners.
Yeah.
and here we go. Done.
I scored. Argentina are world champions.
Wow, there you go. Done. So that means Messi potentially has one of the best careers.
So for you, does that settle the Ronaldo-Messi debate?
No.
Because
no,
for me it doesn't. For me,
no,
I don't
think it does. I think the Ronaldo and Messi debate. I think the whole argument of that for me is that Cristiano Ronaldo is extremely good, obviously without doubt, and he's very hard working at where he's got to. Whereas I've seen a documentary of Messi, and the talent from such like this tall, this young, is phenomenal. That's just natural talent. I feel obviously he's worked hard. Don't get me wrong, but
I agree.
I think a lot of natural talent.
I think
it's too hard to. You can't really compare the two. They're just fucking great.
I think the difference for me is that Ronaldo has proved it in multiple countries.
Yeah,
I know Messi's now at PSG, but I always find with France, it's almost like a 3-4 team country.
Yeah,
there's not really
much else
that many.
That, is there? Yeah, I know what you mean. I do. You mean. Whereas Ronaldo's been in multiple leagues, isn't it? So yeah.
So we can confirm that Argentina are world champions.
There we
go. And Messi finally got his hands on the World Cup.
There we are. Right, I'm going to turn this off.
Now let's turn it off.
Right, we can carry on with the.
And I'm going to have a 1-minute intermission here. Yeah. Don't mind, Mark, until we ask the next question, because my wife's phoned me, so I'm guessing it's important.
Go for it.
So we have a 1 minute intermission.
Okay.
We are back. Apologies about that. It was a huge emergency, which
Yeah.
no, it wasn't. Okay, so we sorry guys, it has been a bit jumpy around this episode, but
All good.
it's a World Cup final. What can we do? You know, it's on in the background. Okay, so we said 1917.
Yep.
Was that
That's the actor that I would, or the role that I would like to take and do.
okay?
100%.
So do you think your performance could be better than the guy who done it? And this isn't saying anything.
No, not
disrespectful,
at all. I think
because that comes into to my question. So you could make the movie worse if you're not as good as him.
I think as an actor you have to have confidence and belief
Okay.
in yourself. So I think
I like that answer.
Yeah.
Because I think if you say anything else, you don't believe in yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to believe in
You
yourself.
have to.
So okay, I like that. I like
Yeah,
that you think
you have
that.
to. You have to.
Also, to the guy that actor was, Mark said you're crap.
Yeah.
So, you know, take it up with him, mate. It's your problem. Okay, this is like a fairly serious question.
Right.
What is the end goal? / what would you define as being a successful actor?
So I can merge that
You
answer
can,
into
you
two.
can kind of merge it into two.
Yeah.
So
Into one. Sorry.
is it or one? Sorry, yeah. For me, the way I think about that is being a theatre actor. Like if that's all you do for your whole life, is that successful
Yeah.
in your opinion as an actor?
Yeah.
Do you believe you have to be in a big movie, a TV show, blah blah blah?
Yeah.
blah.
Yeah.
But
Gotcha.
it's for you personally. It's not.
Yeah.
So you're not being disrespectful to anybody. This is you personally.
I think for me, mate, the definition of success in my eyes when it comes to, like, I guess the end goal of what I want to do in this industry is fund my life comfortably with acting.
Okay.
Now, whether that comes from being in theatre for the rest of my life, or being in film for the rest of my life, or doing commercials for the rest of my life, I'm not sure. I'd love to be able to say that. I would love to have the mixture of film and theatre.
Okay.
I'd never want to get rid of theatre in my mind. It doesn't pay as much as film does, obviously, but I think from an actor's standpoint, the love of being in something so, like, it's exhilarating, it's live, it's there, you can't get it wrong, and it's the gamble you play as an actor by being on stage. So I think it's quite exciting.
Okay.
I would say, I think for me, the end goal is to be able to fund my life and you know, whatever that holds for the future via acting.
Okay, but what about this then? So you're saying that, what if it was one movie? And I don't know, let's just say it was a Christmas movie that gets played every year.
Yeah.
And you made a shit ton of money off it every single year.
I wouldn't like that to
is
be
that
the
still
case.
I was going to say, is that
like
still
to be the case.
successful?
I mean, when I say, like, fuel my life with acting, I think consistency of work is what, and it doesn't have to be like massive, because I never really like the idea of like fame and shit, whatever it is, right? But the idea of having consistent work that will fund my life however I want to live, then that's what I would deem successful. I don't have to be in like Brad Pitt's new film or like this, that, the other. Nah, man, just enjoying my work life in acting and being able to live comfortably in that sense and enjoy it ultimately. Do you know what I mean? So that's what I would say. That's fair.
I think that's very fair. If you done theatre acting for the rest of your life, would you put that down as a success?
Yeah, if that was consistent, I really would, because again, it comes down to the whole how I feel when I'm on stage. It's a feeling that I can't describe or make. I can't try and make someone understand, because it's such a euphoric kind of feeling that it's so new and so unique and different. It's just so different, man. And I'd love to have that feeling every day to know that I'm on stage and doing a show and making people feel a type of way, or affecting people in a type of way that is, you know, better or worse. Who knows? That's the whole journey of watching a theatre play, I suppose, isn't it? It's all subjective. So,
what about on the flip side then? So, you never do another thing again. You audition, you do everything you possibly can. You get agents, you do the whole thing. You're never given a role ever, and you get to 80 years old, time's up. Is that a failure in your Because you've done everything you can possibly do to get
failure. No, I wouldn't deem it as okay, this is my answer. I wouldn't deem it as a failure, because I've tried my best. I've given it everything that I could possibly give, and I think that would be a valiant effort on my behalf. So I couldn't call that a failure,
because I think if you half-ass it, then you've only got yourself to blame.
Exactly. Yeah. Then I think you kind of failed. I mean, it failed in a way of I've not managed to do what I want to do. I've not managed to succeed in the acting game, of course. Then in that sense of the word, But if I knew that I'd given everything that I could have done, and it just didn't work out, I'd be upset and it would be sad. It would be a lot of things, but I wouldn't sit there and go, do you know what, I failed there or no. I did what I could, and do you know what, it just didn't work out.
You've done your best.
I've done my best.
It didn't happen.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Yeah, I gave it a go. I give it my best shot. So so again, it would be sad, but I wouldn't deem it as a failure.
Okay. So this is a random sort of question I just thought about, but does fame interest you?
No, I think what I like is the acknowledgement of your work.
Okay, yeah.
But on a vast, like, for a lot of people to see that and what comes with that kind of, I think I feel sorry for people that can't live their own life now.
But because I think that like you can't just go to the shop,
no.
You can't just pop out, you can't just walk outside because you're going to be noticed.
Yeah, exactly.
You're going to be hounded by people,
Yeah.
And I feel like you're held to a certain standard. You can't tell people to piss off.
You can't do.
You can't refuse a photo. I know that people do, but then the stories go around. Well, he's this, he's that.
It.
And it's like, but I am a normal person as well. I do have a normal life.
And that's what I think. The whole like, I just wouldn't. I think if I was to ever become famous, I would try and be as private as possible, man. You know, these people that live like privately, like really, really privately, but still enjoy their life. It's just somewhat different.
Okay. Yeah,
I try my best to do that if I was ever in that position. But it doesn't. I'm not here going, oh, I really want to become famous and do.
Yeah.
Nah, it's long. That's not why I want to do acting. I want to do acting because I absolutely love it.
I feel like if that's what you wanted to do is be famous, you'd end up on a reality show.
Yeah, you do that.
That's what most people do.
You just start applying
and
for
listen,
X, Y,
but
Z.
some people do get really good jobs off of that, and I'm not dissing it. I'm not saying it's a diss. But a lot of those shows are people who are desperate to be famous.
Of course.
You know?
I think there's an essence of that. And I think if it works out, it's quite an easy route to take. Do you know what I mean? Like, well, you're on Love Island and like you're.
The problem is though, surely that hinders you a lot as well.
In what capacity?
But because surely if you want to be famous, and let's say some of these people want to be actors, surely you're not taken seriously because you're a Love Island contestant or you're a Big Brother contestant.
I think it does taint you a little bit. I think it does mark you as a reality TV star.
I feel like it puts you in Z-list movies.
Yeah. Although
that's what it would do.
Who's that guy that he was on it once before? And he's a singer now, and he's got some really good songs.
I know the guy you're talking about.
Yeah, I can't remember what his name is.
I don't know his name.
Wes Nelson.
Yeah, that's him.
Wes Nelson.
I would never have got the name, but I know him.
That's him. So he's actually got a decent voice, and I think if I'm honest, I look at him now and I don't really see the Love Island title from that.
But that's why I say that there is a very small number of people who break away from that.
It's a small margin, isn't it?
Yeah. There are some that manage to break away from the reality TV side of things.
Yeah.
So okay.
Yeah. That's what I would say.
So you said about funding your life. Is there a value you could put on it? So if I got to 10 million, I'd be well happy with it. Or is it just
nice?
Well, okay, but put it this way, right? Let's say you could earn 100 grand a year for the rest of your life. Acting. You act every year. You're in a different movie every year, different TV, blah, blah, blah. Or someone said to you, I'll give you one major role and I'll pay you 30 million. But you won't act again.
Nah.
Would you take the 100 grand a year?
100%.
Okay.
Oh, hands down. Hands down.
So it's purely for the love of acting.
It's the love. I mean, 30 million, don't get me wrong. If we could have 30 million, I'll fucking...
Of course, yeah. I mean, who does that? Someone wants to give me 30 million, I'll act in anything you want me to. And if you want to shoot me in the first scene, then even better.
He's got experience in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's top man. No, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. 30, even 30, 40, 50. I
Mm.
just wouldn't. I think it's the whole idea of wanting to do consistent work and
Okay.
I guess establishing yourself in your acting career, and I think that's
Mm.
really exciting. And I wouldn't want to change that for. There's no value on that for me.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
no value on
And
it.
also, 100 grand a year is a lot of money.
That's a fucking
And
lot.
you can live,
Yeah, yeah.
more than comfortably
Oh
on
my
that,
God.
especially if you know that it's every year.
Yeah, and it's
You could
certified. Yeah, of course you could.
more than
Easily.
comfortable on that.
Yeah, so that's what I'd take. That's what I'd do anyway. Yeah.
No, that's good. I think last question around sort of acted movies. Do you have a favorite movie? Have we asked this question before?
I don't think on the podcast.
I
No.
think we've asked such similar questions, but not.
Yeah.
Do you have a one singular favorite movie that every time it's on you could watch it?
Yeah, I do. I do. It's Remember the Titans with Denzel Washington.
No, I don't remember it.
No. It's called Remember the
called Remember
Titans,
the
and it's
Titans.
based on an American football team, predominantly white, back in the 70s, I
Okay.
believe. I think. And Denzel Washington's character comes in to coach.
Okay.
He's been asked to come in and fix the team up, basically.
Yeah.
It's a true story as well. So
I've seen similar sort of movies.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
This is a very true story. And so he says, okay, well, if that's the case, then I'm giving everyone a fair shot.
Okay.
White people and black people. So
Yeah.
he brings the black people within the chance to show themselves of what they're capable of doing.
Yeah.
And he picks them based on talent, which I think is completely fair. So that's what he does.
Which is what everything should be.
Everything should be. And it's about the trials and tribulations of the racial differences between the two and how he brings the team together, which is absolutely beautiful to watch. And the fact this is a true story as well is touching, very, very touching. It's both happy and sad. And again, the performances in that are fantastic. Yeah, I would highly recommend watching that film. That's one of my favorite films that I think I've seen countless times.
I don't think I've seen it.
I reckon
I've
you'd
seen
like
similar movies like Coach Carter,
Coach Carter, yeah.
The Gridiron Gang
Yeah.
with The Rock.
Yeah.
What's the famous one? Vinnie Jones played it over here, and Adam Sandler played it in America. The Longest Yard.
Your Longest
The
Yard.
Longest
That's it,
Yard.
yeah.
So there's similar movies, but this one sounds more like it's around race and things as well.
Yeah. So I just love a true story sort of element to films as well. So that for me is fantastic, and I think you'd enjoy it. So yeah, give it a watch, man. But that would be my favorite film. What about you?
I think if I had to pick one movie that I've watched more than any other movie, it will shock you, and it's because most people would say, "Oh, that's such a girly movie to watch," and it probably is.
It's Barbie, isn't it?
It is Barbie movie one. No, it is Titanic.
A great film,
Mate, I have seen Titanic probably 300 times.
Yeah.
I reckon. Mate, I had the DVD box set. It had like 5 discs in it.
Yeah.
All the behind the scenes everything. Mate, it's such a girly movie, but it's
good. I love that.
There's something about that movie, like I just loved it.
Yeah.
And I think I loved the actual shots of the real Titanic on the bottom of the seabed. I loved that.
Yeah.
And that is the only thing that would ever potentially get me to go under the sea.
To go and see the Titanic. Yeah.
But it would have to be all expenses paid, and you have to guarantee that I survive.
Yes.
That's the only one thing that might convince me. Do you know what I mean? But Titanic. Yeah. So.
Do you remember we went to the audience might not know this, but we went to the Titanic Museum.
In Belfast?
3, 4,
Must
5
be
years
3,
ago.
4 years ago, something like that. Yeah.
That
was brilliant.
I really enjoyed that.
But we'd done that as a day trip, didn't we?
Yeah.
So we flew over in the morning and we come back in late evening.
Do you remember coming back?
Yes.
Do you remember that flight?
Oh, mate, it's petrified.
Fucking hell.
Do you remember that guy that was on Facebook that sat next to us?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So we had so much turbulence coming back. Now, London to Belfast is probably 45 minutes.
If that.
So it doesn't take long at all to get there. But on the way back, my God, was there turbulence, wasn't it?
Horrendous.
And me and Mark were just sitting there like, oh my God.
Yeah, it was
And
bad.
the guy next to us was on Facebook.
Yeah.
How he was on Facebook at 30,000.
That's what I'm saying. Guaranteed the turbulence was his fault for some. I don't know how.
He was like ruining that plane journey for us anyway.
And did it when we landed? When we landed as well, it was the hardest land.
Yeah,
Like,
it was awful.
I think I've ever experienced in my
Yeah,
whole life.
I think I agree with that.
Yeah,
It was bad.
turns you, I had whiplash and everything.
Yeah,
I had to go GP for my back.
Mark put in a complaint and everything.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
He got 100 grand. That's why he's comfortable at the moment.
So, yeah. I haven't worked for 3 years, mate.
That's it. Yeah. But no, that was good. That was a
That
really
was a
good
great
trip, actually. I
day.
enjoyed
That was a really,
the
really good time.
Titanic Museum. I would recommend.
Even just going there and seeing the outside of the building was just fascinating. It was
So
man.
good. But if you remember, we saw it flying in because we kind of flew sort of past it, and we could see it. It was
we
so
went back
good.
on ourselves. Yeah, that was good.
But also, then because we'd done that, then we went to a pub afterwards, and we kind of had a lot of hours left. And we sort of sat, didn't we? We were like, what can we do? So we sort of Googled things to do. And we ended up in a haunted prison.
Yeah, that was cool.
Do you remember that?
I do remember that. That was really interesting, actually.
That was really good, actually.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I don't believe that it's haunted, but I feel like that there's still the tour around it was pretty good. The tour guy,
the tour was cool.
I don't remember his name, but I remember him being really friendly. He was nice to chat to. Actually, he added me on Facebook.
Oh, did he? Yeah.
Because I think I commented on their thing saying how much he'd helped us. And, we liked him and so on and so forth. And then he added me on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
And Thor said, if you ever come over again, come and visit again. And nothing weird, anyone.
No, But the thing is about that place as well. I think the whole element of it, potentially being haunted was that in itself, the place was freaky, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Do you remember them like shower places?
The whole thing.
Mate, it was.
And didn't they hang like 18 people there and they took us to the spot and it was really like, okay, someone has been hung from this point, which is quite odd.
And that in itself is quite like, you're going to have like elements of like thinking that this place is, people have died here, it looks like a horrendous
But that's probably where they go along the lines of it being haunted, isn't it? Let's be honest.
They got to sell it, right?
Exactly.
You got to sell it.
So, but I would recommend that though. I don't remember the name of it actually, but look it up. Haunted prison in Belfast.
Yeah,
you'll find it. It's easy enough.
Yeah, it's there. Right. Yeah, that was a good time. I really enjoyed that. But Titanic, would be your.
So Titanic, man. So,
your film.
What about TV series or Netflix series? Do you have anything?
I do. I think for me, my favorite ever TV series is Modern Family. Have you seen that?
I've never seen it.
Mate, it's hilarious.
Okay.
It's like a documentary style series within like I guess I don't want to say a traditional American family, although they try and make it out as if it is, but they're all like well off and rich and got like massive houses and all this sort of stuff. But the storylines and stuff and the characters are just incredible. It's really, really funny.
Okay. I don't think I've never seen it.
It's good, man. It's really, really good. I used to love watching The Walking Dead. That used to be a family's favorite. We used to watch that every Monday.
Not really into things like that.
No, I think one of my favorites.
I said to you before, anything horror wise.
Yeah, it's not your type of thing anyway. I think my favorite thing that I've watched in recent years is Bodyguard, a UK crime drama, which I
haven't seen it, but
I think it's fascinating. It's great. I might actually start watching that again. Oh no, what am I doing? Obviously, Sherlock.
Okay.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
No.
Oh, insane.
I don't listen. I think he's brilliant as Doctor Strange, but I think that's the only thing I'd ever watch him in.
Really? Watch him as Sherlock.
Okay. Yeah.
I think that for me, that's the best he's ever been.
Okay.
I think he's.
I might have to look at it.
Well, he's done other films, which I think he's been fantastic in anyway. But this, for me anyway, was. Is a stellar performance in every episode.
Okay, that's why I say I like him as Doctor Strange, to be honest.
What about yourself?
I think there's a couple for me. I'd say honorary mentions would be The Office, the UK Office. Don't even come at me with that American rubbish. The UK Office, Extras.
Yeah,
I thought Extras was brilliant.
Yeah.
There's a pattern. It's Ricky Gervais. I love Ricky Gervais. I think he's brilliant.
Great. Yeah, he's fantastic.
But I think if I had to pick an all-time, I'm currently watching it at the moment. One Tree Hill.
One Tree Hill.
I love One Tree Hill. You've never seen it?
One Tree Hill. I've had exes that'll watch that. Mate. What's going on here?
Can you see the theme here? Titanic.
Yeah.
One Tree Hill. Like this big hard man image is not going down well here. Mate, I love One Tree Hill. I think because. Okay, there's a lot of love shit in it, right? Which I'm not really into that sort of stuff. But some of the storylines are so outrageous that it's just like, this is actually really entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
And there's a scene which I've just watched in season 3 where one brother shoots his brother. That makes sense.
Yeah.
One guy shoots his brother, I should say. But there's no blood. The guy's just laying on the floor. He's been shot in the heart. There's nothing. He's just laying on the floor. There's no heart. Like, it's so weird. And then he's like haunted by his ghost. It's so fun.
No way.
But look, I'm not embarrassed to say that I love One Tree Hill, and I'm currently watching it at the moment.
Yeah. One Tree Hill.
I think.
Wow.
Another honorary mention would be Squid Game. Now, if anyone goes back and watches, I think it was the first episode we done of season 2, but I think it's now probably episode 11.
Probably something.
And you go back and have a look. I said I would never watch it, and I said, it's because the hype, everyone's just hyping it, blah blah blah. And we done an episode on it.
I told you should watch it.
And you told me, and then we went through all the things about what would you do in this situation and all that sort of stuff. And I said, Mark, tell me I ain't never going to watch it, so don't worry about it. I fucking love Squid Game. I think it's brilliant. I've watched it about 4 or 5 times over.
It's great, isn't it? It really is good.
I did love it, but
it's really well done.
I think One Tree Hill will take it for me because
that tops it.
It's like just the outrageous moments.
Yeah.
It's like, so
how many
weird,
series are
there's
there?
9.
There's 9 series for
There's
One Tree
9.
Hill.
And the last one was the most bizarre series you've ever seen.
Yeah.
In terms of the main character Nathan, who made it to the NBA, got injured, then played something called slam ball,
right?
Which is like trampoline
basketball.
I know
these things.
Slammed around. Then he made it back to the NBA. Then it's like some story about he got someone pregnant, ruins his career. Turns out she was lying, obviously. He then becomes an agent, and he then gets kidnapped. And then his dad,
can't lie,
and a musician, Chris Keller, his name is, who refers to himself as Chris Keller, by the way, in first person. So he'll say things like, "Chris Keller doesn't like this." Really odd. The police are all looking for all this for him. They never find him. They find him and shoot people dead and just walk away free. It's so ridiculous. It's so watchable.
I don't think I will ever watch One Tree Hill in all my life.
The thing is, I wouldn't try and convince anyone to watch it. No. It's not something where I think you definitely should watch it.
Yeah.
It was just something I sort of found when I was back in school.
Oh, school time.
I just enjoyed it. And now it's on ITVX.
So you're watching it off that?
Anyone who watches ITVX, go and watch it. And I'm rewatching it.
And you're rewatching it off that. Yeah, fair play to you, man. I mean, it sounds absolutely crazy.
It's absolutely rubbish, but I love it, man. Like, I'm sure, because I watch it at home a lot, and I'm sure my wife comes in because I watch it in my room, our room.
Yeah.
And I'm sure she just sits there going, "What the hell is he watching?"
Yeah, yeah.
But listen, I like it, so you know.
That's the main thing, man.
Each to their own and all that.
Yeah, of course. Jeez. I'm
but
watching Sherlock again. I need to watch Sherlock.
Anything Ricky Gervais based, I love.
I think
Ricky
it's fascinating.
Gervais.
I haven't seen Afterlife yet.
Any of it?
No, nothing.
Oh my god.
Reason why is that I need to get the courage to, because I know it's sad, man.
Yeah.
I need the courage just to go and watch it.
But there's a mixture of Ricky Gervais comedy and obviously the sad
element
part
to
of
it.
it.
Yeah,
but
of course.
I think he played that part so well.
Yeah.
So well.
Yeah.
Like, I love Afterlife. I think Afterlife is amazing.
I'm going to have to watch that. I might even start.
I do feel like with a lot of Ricky Gervais things, like Afterlife, Derek, things like that, when you watch them once, you've watched them.
Right.
But with Extras and The Office, I can binge watch it.
Yeah. Over and over again.
Over and over and over again, because The Office just never loses its comedy to me. I don't feel like.
Nah.
I can watch the same joke.
I think there's a lot of people
times.
that you could probably relate to a lot of that.
Yeah.
Especially us that work in offices or people that work in offices.
Yeah.
There's going to be certain things that you could. It's like when people talk about retail. I know exactly what you're on about. It's kind of that relatable kind of like. Obviously, it's a bit more extreme.
I think it's his
based, but
his desperate need in The Office to be liked. That's what makes it so funny. Is he will try anything to make somebody laugh.
Yeah.
Because he thinks that's what they want, and it's so funny.
It's a good series. It is a good series.
The one where they do the quiz.
Oh yeah.
You know when they lose the quiz.
Yeah.
And then they're outside, and the guy says, "Okay, if you can throw these shoes over, you'll win the quiz." And Ricky Gervais's character is going, "Yeah, that's the real quiz. That's the real quiz." Like it's so funny. Like I can't obviously redo it, but it's so funny. And then when they win, it's like, you lose. It's like Ricky Gervais just cracks me up.
I think he's a very talented man.
I love the fact they done it was like David Brent the movie, so it's like an office movie.
Yeah.
Because again, it was like it's years later and he's still trying to be
Same
liked.
kind of guy.
Watch it, man, because
Yeah.
there's one bit that gets me every time.
Yeah.
And I nearly cry it every time.
Swear, yeah.
And it's so pathetic.
And even though that you know it's coming
yeah,
up. Yeah,
but it's so pathetic.
Yeah.
Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah, go on.
You
might as well go on.
He's touring. David Brent is touring. He pays a load of musicians
Yeah.
to tour with him, a band. So he pays a band. They don't like him. They don't get on with him. They never drink with him. They don't stay behind things with him. They even make him drive behind the coach in his own car.
No,
because they don't find him funny. Or anything.
Right.
He has his own dressing room. They don't want to be in the dressing room.
Right. Okay.
I'm just building up to.
I'm here.
He's spending thousands upon thousands on this. He's making no money because no one's turning up. Right?
Yeah.
His music's crap. So on and so forth. He brings on this guy Dom, and it's basically Ricky Gervais is white. It's obvious. Dom is black. That's his reference. Like, I'm white, he's black. That's what he likes to say.
Right.
Look at me, I got a black friend.
Right.
Does it in the movie. He brings him in. Look, like this. You know, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
The black guy, which is played by, I can't remember his name. He is a comedian but musician. It's so funny. Can't remember his name. I'll show you in a minute. But he's really good, right? He ends up getting signed. And Ricky Gervais sort of says, I'm his manager. And no, you're not. I'm independent, sort of thing. You know, that sort of thing. So it's real. Everything's like at Ricky Gervais and it's all very sad. It's like he's trying so desperate just to be accepted. And just before the last tour, the last date, he says to the guy who he's paid thousands to come with him, by the way. The guy says to him, just to let you know, they don't have any snow. He tried to book snow. He said it was like 1,500 quid or something, he said. And he goes, look, it's not worth it. 1,500 quid ain't worth it. And Ricky Gervais' character is sort of saying, yeah, but I just wanted some shitty snow. Like, you know, and he's real sort of down about it. And he's doing this Last Christmas song on the thing, and you kind of think the snow's not coming. And just at the top bit where you're starting to get all emotional, the snow drops down. And he looks over to the guy who he's paid thousands, who just sort of winks at him. He'd gone out his way and paid for it. And then he does a bit where he says, look, he just wanted snow, so I got it for him.
Yeah.
He's paid me enough. And it gets me every time. And it's so sad. It's literally a guy pressing a fucking snow machine. It's like, it was almost that acceptance.
It's accepted.
Like the guy sort of said,
someone's actually done something nice for him now.
Yeah, because everyone's taken from him and taken and taken and taken. And this one guy who just goes, all right,
I'll give back.
And at the end of that, just after that scene, they all go and meet him in the bar. They're all standing around chatting. And they're sort of interviewing them individually.
Yeah.
Because it's supposed to be like a mockumentary, isn't it?
Yeah.
And they all actually say, I think we took this too seriously. We sort of mugged him off a bit. And actually, he's all right. He's harmless. And it was real sad, man. And then,
but it's like happy sad, right?
And then, but he goes into the office and he sits with his friend who's, how did you get on? And he was, it's brilliant. And, you know, and look, if I do overtime for the next year, I'll do it again next year. And it was like, oh my God. Don't do it again. Don't do it again, please. It's so good though. The snow moment will get you because it's like, man, it's so like.
Yeah, I might have to watch that.
It's like it was finally for him. They've accepted him.
Yeah, done. That was it.
No, that was what it was, and I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right. Okay. I like it. Oh, I might have to.
I would watch it just because it is that along the same mold, you know. But it's pretty good.
What's it called? David. What was it called?
It's David Brent the movie.
Yeah, David Brent.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's good. I recommend it, man.
Yeah. Sweet.
The movie's not like the best movie, but there's some moments in it where it's like, it gets to you. You know?
Yeah.
Okay. Look, we are an hour and 15 in. This is going to be our last episode of the year. So, goals for 2023. I've written some down because I don't know if you're prepared. So, do you want me to go through mine?
You go first and I'll think of mine, yeah.
I wrote down, what have I got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, 6, I think. 6 because one's a double. Okay, we'll go through health issues another time. You know the anxiety issue I have. Got some anxiety issues. My first goal is to take my kids to a stadium game football
Love that.
because the boys are into it, and also my daughter would also, I think, enjoy it. They went on the Arsenal stadium tour. I couldn't go for anxiety issues, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-mm.
They loved it, but now they keep saying they want to go to a game. I took my son recently to a Hampton and Richmond game, which is, for anyone who wants to know, it's like 500 people.
Yeah, it's not like the mass.
It's not a stadium.
It's still quite fun to watch, but
It's got like one stand, and he loved it though. He felt like he was at a huge game. It was, you know, there's a guy that plays for Hampton and Richmond that I went to school with.
Yeah.
Dean Inman.
Oh yeah,
you know, year above
of
us.
course, yeah.
And I sort of said to my son, I went to school with him, and he thought it was like, oh my god, you know this famous player sort of thing, you know. And there was a real moment in that where it was like, oh, you know. But to take them to a Arsenal game, which is probably the main one, or a Brentford one, being as it's closer to me.
The Brentford Stadium, I've been in.
But the Brentford Stadium is new.
Yeah,
no, I haven't been.
I've been in it. No. It's amazing. It's great. It's good fun.
Yeah,
I think if you could do that locally anyway, instead of traveling all to art. Don't get me wrong, Arsenal Stadium. Because Arsenal,
but also cost.
Yeah,
think about the costs, man. Like you're looking at 50, 55 quid a ticket for an Arsenal game for kids as well. It's expensive.
Yeah.
Traveling up there, if you drive, which I probably would drive because I don't want to be on a train.
Yeah, parking,
petrol, time. You know, you're talking like an all day thing. So yeah, that's goal one. Number two is record some sort of song, which we discussed in
the last episode
we've done. So I feel like we have already explained that, but that's an idea. I have spoken to a friend of mine who we did interview before, Jim. Yeah. And Jim is going to come along. He's in a band, you know, those sort of things. I'm not going to big him up too much. So I just thought, because that will enable me and you to be more in it.
Yeah, of course.
We have someone else.
Yeah, of course.
Number three is record a short film.
Nice. Okay.
Not only recording it, I want to act in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
I don't know
expanding yourself.
But
I love it.
I think it's the idea that we've already discussed.
We've had a few conversations about this before. Yeah.
I think I'd like to go down that route. You would continue as your character, and I would be the idea we've discussed.
Yeah.
The reason I want to do that one is I feel like that's where I'd be more natural.
Yeah, okay.
Because I'm not going to give it away, but it's something we do and blah blah blah. So I feel like that idea. Why not?
Why not?
I've said this before, and so I don't need to keep saying it, but you should try things, because why not?
Yeah.
You know, I'm not trying to be an actor. I'm not trying to be a musician. I'm not trying to be any of these things. But why not try it at least once in your life to say, I've done it?
Because you don't actually know how what it's like to do that unless you give it a go.
I'd love to be on, like, I've seen you do your acting things and you have pictures of the cameras and the people behind, and it's like, I'd love that. I'd be embarrassed, and so I'd have to get over that, which I don't know if it'd be that hard.
No, I don't think it is. I think that you'll have the initial feeling of like,
people are watching.
This is daunting. But once you break that kind of barrier and actually go, well, everyone's here for the same reason you are. Like, they want to create something. So,
and I think with the concept that I came up with and we came up with together is it would solely be me and you. So it would almost be like just a normal conversation anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
So
exactly, if
I could treat it as me and Mark are doing this thing and that's it, then I reckon you'd get through it. Probably, because you'd make it natural.
Yeah, exactly.
And the idea around the script, I think we discussed this before, is that the script, there would be a script, but you wouldn't necessarily have to stick to the script.
No, so there's a foundation and like an outline of what where the story's going.
Yes. Yeah.
And then you sort of go from there to see.
Yeah. So there would be a lot of leeway. I don't know what the word is in acting, but you'd get a lot of creative freedom. I suppose is a great term.
Improv is like.
Yeah, improv, but there's sort of a script. You kind of got to follow the script because the story's there, but you don't necessarily have to say what's in front of you.
Yeah,
you know,
it's just not being too precious on the exact word for word. Which I think some directors and some writers aren't too. They are like that. They go, well, you know, this is it. But if you tend to sort of say something different, and I'm quite like that. I write in a certain way, but if an actress or an actor that I'm working with is more comfortable saying it in a different way, then I go, okay, well, as long as it's still with the same intention and the same.
I agree. Along the same, because I think as well that there is an element of if I write this on my own, right? Let's say I come to you and I've written this. It's written by me.
Yeah.
So it's how I would.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you might read a line and feel completely uncomfortable saying it. So for me, it's more like, this is the line I want you to say. Let's say it's, I don't know, yesterday I ran over a cat. You might say, oh no, I wouldn't say it like that though. I'd say it like, oh man, I can't believe it. Yesterday, do you know what? I went down there and turned the corner and I ran the cat over. So there's like, it's freedom to say the same thing as I've written, but in your own way.
You're still going down the storyline, but you're just saying it in a way that might, for your character and for your I guess your performance is making it stronger for you, or like a bit clearer for you.
So make it more natural to yourself, so you will then act more natural.
More naturally, yeah.
That's kind of how I would work in probably most things if I was to ever go down that route.
I like that.
Okay, yeah. So there's that. What was that? Number 3. Number 4 is to release a second book.
Good.
I have no idea.
I was going to ask you about that, but yeah,
that would be.
I think you should.
I think why not? And I think I learned a lot of mistakes, which I made the first time round. And I think I would do something more around promotion. I've done nothing as promotion for this one. Yeah. Sent it to a few people. That was kind of it. I've done nothing. There's still time because, as I said to you before, with the way it works on Amazon, there's no pressure. Like, no one knows about this book. It's not that anyone's waiting for it. So it could be on Amazon for a year, and in a year's time, I might go, oh, now I'm going to push this. And no one knows no different. So you've got complete freedom with it, you know. So
you're in control, man.
100%.
You're in control, and that's I think that's liberating.
But I think with a second book, I would make more effort to.
You do the whole process
maybe promotion-wise different, and you know.
But you're testing the waters, man.
Yeah, I'm learning. Listen, I learned a lot from doing that the first time round. So I feel like put that into a second thing.
Love that.
Number 5. Now this is kind of around the short film thing, but buy a 4K camera, and I've got specifically the Canon XA60.
Okay, yeah.
It's 1,500 quid. Shoots in 4K.
Woo!
It's like a proper, you know. Hold it. Yeah.
1,500 quid.
It's 1,500.
These cameras are that, but the thing is, once you get it, you know, they are proper good equipment, and you'll be able to use that for years.
But this is one that's just come out as well.
Yeah.
So it's like pretty new. Do you know what I mean? So
my short film both my short films that I've released this year, Words of Healing and Double Deceit, was shot on a camera that is from 2007.
Oh, okay. And you wouldn't tell. You wouldn't tell.
So it goes to show that you could buy something now, and that will last you for however many years.
But I feel like it opens up so much more stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, just in terms of like the acting side of things. So you obviously do acting. If you ever needed something to be shot, I'd love to. Not even that I'd want to be there just because I own the camera. Do you know what I mean? It's like, even I go, yeah, Mark, there's a camera, but do you mind if I watch?
Yeah.
So I can see, like, evaluate what you know what I mean. So just because again, why not?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I know I always go back to that, but why not?
But I think that's
I'm not losing anything by sitting here.
Very good thing.
And sort of watching your process and see how you do things, and you know, there's no reason to not want to be involved. No. Why? Why not?
I like that.
So that one's purely financially based.
Of course.
My wife is gonna absolutely love me for that one. Number 6 is probably the most important one of them all, and one that we should all strive to do in every year. Survive. That's one of my goals. Is to survive 2023.
It's gonna be a mad year.
Listen, we still got a week of 2022. Well, hope to get through that first, but survive.
I like those, mate. I think they're quite ambitious, and I like it. I think you have to be.
Again, like no, I've said this probably 5 times now already, but why not?
Yeah.
You know,
I think it's a good theme to go for.
And I just want to put that in people's heads and get that through to people. Is just because someone says, "Why would you want to do that for?" That doesn't mean anything.
No,
doesn't mean anything to you.
Not at all.
If you want to do something because you want to try it, do it. That doesn't necessarily mean you want to do that as a career or whatever. No. But do it. But because why not?
You've tried it, man. That's what it's all about.
And that's where the football scouting idea comes from. Because why not? And I've just realised you said, "Can you do it at home?" And we didn't address that. Yeah. But you can do it from home because you can assess videotapes.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that was
Oh, I
where
see what
that
you're
link
saying.
was
That was
coming.
where it was.
That was
Of
where the
course.
link was. So the link to can you do it in your back garden is weird because what am I going to do? Invite kids to my back garden? That's why I said to you it's weird. So just going back to that
Fucking
earlier
hope
point,
not, mate.
that's where it's weird.
Yeah, yeah. Of course. Gotcha.
But no, so look, they're the goals.
I like that.
For myself.
I love that, man.
You've had a bit of time to think now.
Yeah, so I've got mine.
So what goals?
Mine
do you have?
is to release at least 2 short films,
Okay.
but they're not going to be. So I'm upping the level every time now.
Yeah.
They're going to be longer films. They're going to be
Okay.
more production value. There's
Yeah.
going to be a lot more cast members. There's going to
Okay.
be just I'm upping the games on everything. yeah.
You never know, I might be actor extraordinaire here, guys.
Hello.
Yeah.
I've heard that you were in the Wizard of Oz.
Listen,
Man.
just give me a part in the back where I get shot.
Yeah.
I'll play that
he's
part
done
really
very
well. Yeah.
That's what I want to do for film, and I
Okay,
want
yeah.
to be able to utilize these projects that I do
Mm.
in a way of getting me a very good agent for next year.
Okay.
I want to sell my work. I want to put it on
Yeah.
Amazon, which you can do. There's a process of doing that.
Okay. What the short movies?
The short movies.
Okay.
But the short. So one of the projects that I've got, I'm gonna make it a series, and then I'm gonna put it. It's gonna be written in a way that I can put it into one whole film,
Right.
and then
Okay.
sell it off like that.
Okay.
That's the aim. The idea of that is to have the episode format for YouTube, so
Yeah.
keep people coming back and go, oh, next week there's this or there's
Yeah.
that,
Yeah. That makes
and
sense.
then the whole project will be put together and then gone right. Here's a film. Yeah.
Okay.
That's that one. 2. Do you know what? Eradicate the fear of failure.
Okay.
I think I'm doing that at the moment, but I want to just make sure that I'm carrying on doing that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think implementing that in life is good. Again, it goes the whole like trying new things.
Mm.
Why not?
And I think as well along the lines of failure. So you released a couple of short films, didn't you, this year? Even if they did 50 views, right? To me, it's not a failure.
Yeah.
You've done the whole process
Yeah.
because you can't. You can't determine how many views you get
Yeah.
unless you pay for like
Well, yeah.
millions of pounds worth of
It's
promotion.
not- yeah.
You can't control if people watch your stuff.
Yeah.
So to me, you recording it, you writing it, you putting it out there, that's a success.
Mm.
You've done something.
Yeah.
It takes one person to watch you who loves it to take you on to
Yeah.
something else. So
Yeah. So
one view can be
great.
everything you need.
Yeah, I think it's what I mean is the whole idea of like just taking that idea of failing out.
Mm. Okay, yeah,
Do you know
yeah.
what I mean? So I'm writing a script and going, oh, I don't know if this is gonna work. Fuck it, write it, man.
Yeah,
Get it
yeah,
down,
yeah.
enjoy it.
Yeah,
Because
get
I
it
think
down.
by doing that, you're gonna come up with better work anyway.
Yeah.
I think that's what I would do. And 3, is it 3 now? Number 3, just to be happy, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Be happy and just not sweat the small stuffs.
Mm.
Doesn't make any sense. Don't sweat the small stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's what I would say. That'll be me for next year, man. And I think just keep striving to better myself,
Yeah.
to better my craft, to better my work. Progress is what I want for
Okay.
next year. That's what I'd say. That's
No,
me.
That's good. No, they're good, man. And listen, I think everything we've said is achievable.
Definitely.
There's no reason why it's not achievable.
No, I
Uh,
completely agree.
No, yeah, I'm looking forward to next year, man.
Yeah.
I need health to improve. I need to get better.
Yep. Yep.
I need to put more time into my kids, which is tough at the moment, but I'm always at home. So that's one thing.
Yeah.
Don't ever leave my kids.
Yeah.
I'm always at
They're
home.
probably thinking,
They are probably sick of me,
yeah,
to be
you
honest.
need to get rid of that this shit.
But yeah, so I think everything we've said is achievable.
Yeah.
There's no reason why it isn't.
Yeah.
And also to continue the podcast.
100%. Yeah. 100%.
I missed it for the biggest time, and I know you did as well.
Mm.
And I just want to be able to, I don't know, at least get to like 40 episodes or something by the end of the year. Because you think it's 4 a month, so we've got,
We could do that.
you know,
We could do that.
you've probably got 48 chances next year, and we're already at, what is this, 6?
I can't remember.
Something?
Now. I'm
It's
not gonna lie, I
something
can't
like that.
remember now. Yeah.
So I'd love to get to like between 30 and 40.
Yeah.
That'd be a goal.
Easily.
And I think we could do that.
Yeah, I'll smash
There's
that out
no
of the park, mate.
reason not to.
We're on a good
Yeah.
good roll at the moment, and I think again implementing that consistency in this for next year is I think would be a
Well,
good
the hard thing is that there are life things that go on. So we missed last
yeah,
week.
because this isn't
we just
like our
we
life,
just
is it?
couldn't line up. It was
Yeah.
just, it is what it is.
And I think
Sometimes one of us is going to be busy.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
we can't do anything about it.
No,
You
it's
know,
life, man. This isn't our main source of income, so
no,
we have to make ends meet in a different way. So,
I agree.
but yeah, in order to make it consistent, we just keep
Yeah,
doing what we're doing.
I
Enjoy
agree.
it for next year, and
Yeah,
hopefully you guys at home will enjoy our content too that will come out. So
I think can start
yeah,
get some guests.
yeah,
I
I
think
think that'd be
eventually,
cool.
the thing is, for me personally, I don't know about you, I don't want to turn it into a guest only podcast. I love the fact
No,
it's me and you,
yeah, 100%.
but occasionally it would be nice to have a guest.
I want to get
Different
I
subjects.
want to get Simon on.
Yeah, yeah. I'll
I want to
speak to
get
Simon.
Simon.
Yeah, yeah. I haven't spoken to
I
him
want to get
actually,
Simon because I'm actually really interested in that whole of that
but
side of
yeah,
it,
all
and I
the
would love
ghost
to
sort of
know
stuff. Yeah,
his stories and his side
he's got
of
some good ones which I think would be really interesting to listen
yeah.
to.
And you said
I've listened to
released the
some
book,
of them,
right?
but his cousin released a book.
Cousin,
Yeah,
sorry, his cousin.
but he
My bad.
has the book, so
Bring it along.
that would be good. But see, so yeah, yeah, to do that.
Yeah.
And to round this off, this has been a longer than normal episode, but it
Last
is
one
the
of the year.
last of the year. So, I'm going to ask you your own question. Are you happy?
Oh,
How was
yeah.
your week? Whatever the
Yeah.
question was, I'm sure it's are you happy?
yeah. Yeah, I
How was
am,
your week?
man. I am. I'm feeling really good. I'm looking forward to the Christmas break, New Year break.
Yeah,
I've had a good couple of days spent with friends and family. Yeah, I'm actually feeling good,
yeah,
man. I'm feeling really happy, man. Really, really happy. And yeah, yeah, I'm good. I can't really put any
yeah.
more simpler than that, really, mate.
Just good.
I'm happy. Yeah.
Sounds good.
How about
Yeah,
you?
good. Oh, it's Christmas. I fucking hate it. So, what do you think?
I was waiting
Um,
for that to come.
Listen, not normally. I try and but I did. I had a really bad day yesterday.
Mm.
Yesterday was awful. Probably one of the worst days I've had all
Yeah,
year. You know,
really.
mad stress, mad panic, anxiety, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
The issue that I find is that I put it onto my wife.
Right.
So one thing I've learned through sort of the therapy and sort of just seeing it with my own eyes is that she's like my support person.
Yeah.
She's the person I go to. I'm not so just to be clear, I'm not like a cuddly person, right? I'm not a romantic person. She's never going to get like some flowers come through the door. That's not me. I'm not like that, right? So she will feel a certain way that maybe I don't love her as much as I should do and all those things. But we had a conversation last night and I had to say to her, at the height of my anxiety, the only person I want is you. That's got to tell you enough.
Yeah.
You know, you're the only person that I feel like can calm me down.
Yeah.
And
Be there for you, support.
as long as you're in the area, I feel more comfortable.
Yeah.
So that's got to tell you a lot, man.
Massively.
You know?
Massively.
So yeah, look, a little bit of an up and down week. Today I feel a bit better.
Yeah.
There are times during this podcast where I've felt a bit, but I'm learning to try and ignore it, man. You know.
Well, if I'm honest, mate, you've handled yourself pretty well I wouldn't have noticed that you were feeling the type of way. So,
but I just said to you, I told you already, but I got this thing recently where I just get this sudden urge of needing to be sick.
Yeah.
And I got it the other day. I went to both of my sons had a nativity play. And I went, and as soon as I turned up, I started feeling sick. And I thought, might just be the anxiety, man. Get over it. Just, the longer it went on, the more I felt like I was going to be sick.
Really, yeah.
For the last 5 minutes, I had to go outside.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I was like, I'm going to throw up. And even when I was waiting for them to come out, I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be sick. This is getting really bad, right?
Yeah.
And I went home and I wasn't sick. And I turned up here feeling really sick, as I told you.
Yeah.
And it sort of went, and it's coming back now. I can feel it. So, yeah, I don't know. I need to go over these health issues, man. It's driving me mad.
That's next year.
It's been 3 years, bro.
Yeah.
It's been nuts.
It's been a long time, isn't it?
But we'll go into that in another time. But
yeah.
I just want to say thanks for anyone who's listened, anyone who's subscribed.
The support has been amazing, isn't it?
I get some good feedback from people, so it's like it's good, man. You know, we had one codcast, whatever you want to call it, podcast, which exploded on YouTube. Which
one episode,
which is crazy. TikTok's doing well.
Yeah.
It's good, man. As we said before, nothing's about the numbers, but the numbers do
We're enjoying it.
motivate you.
It motivates you.
You know, it makes you want to
deny that.
do more. You know,
You can't deny that. But at the same time, I think the main thing that we have to get out of it is that we enjoy this
100%.
process.
100%.
And we enjoy making content for
But
you guys.
that's where, like, for me, it's because we couldn't line up last week, and I was a bit like, oh, it's a bummer, you know, we can't line up. But that said to me, like, I didn't go, oh, fucking hell, there goes the 50 views this week. It was more like, oh man, I just like we're gonna miss that.
Yeah, that
sort of
thing to do,
interaction
right?
and
Yeah, exactly.
conversations and
Yeah,
blah,
yeah,
blah,
yeah,
blah.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah, yeah.
that to me says everything.
Yeah, 100%.
The minute it starts becoming right, Mark, we got to do this because we've got a sponsor, or then you're doing it purely for money.
Yeah, yeah.
But
And
if
it
you
might
get
come
to a
down
point,
to that, and you know,
I was going to say, if you get to a point where you can fund your life, then
it's different then.
who's not going to take it?
Of course.
But that will be when it becomes
Yeah,
different. But
exactly.
Let's
But yeah, man.
let's stay in our lane at the moment.
Exactly. Yes, stay in our lane. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching our content. Me and Daniel, I'm sure I can say this on behalf of you as well. Hope that you have a lovely Christmas and New Year break.
No, have a rubbish Christmas.
But you will see more of us next year. And yeah, please come along for the journey. And yeah, let us know what you think of our previous work, and let us know what you want to hear us talk about in the new year. So yeah, man.
Yeah, Mark, I appreciate you.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. And that's our year done.
So we'll catch you next year.
Next year, guys. Over and out.
I fucking hate this podcast.